name and the place, that's all.
Good evening, everybody. Respected Professor Ramaswamy, Honorable President of the Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore, Professor Ramaswamy, Mahesh Chandraji, Executive Secretary of Indian Academy of Sciences, Professor Gupta, Organizing Secretary, Dr. J. Nayak, the Registrar of NEHU, the team members of the Indian Academy of Sciences present here, my esteemed colleagues and my friends from media. On behalf of the Northeastern Hill University, I extend a hearty welcome to you all on this occasion of Indian Academy of Sciences annual meeting, which is going to start from tomorrow. And today, Honorable President of Indian Academy of Sciences is having media interaction with you all. At the outset, I would like to also thank Indian Academy of Science for considering this as a venue for hosting this great event. And very briefly, I can just mention that this Indian Academy of Sciences was founded in the year 1934 by Sir C.V. Raman, a great physicist and Nobel laureate, and it was inaugurated at the campus of Indian Institute of Sciences, Bangalore. The President will brief you more about the various activities and mandate of this academy. I can only say that this academy is trying to promote the cause of science, schemes, programs. We also have our faculty members who have received several honors and awards of national and international altitude. It is a great moment for us, for the faculty, for the students, research scholars of the university, a great opportunity that we are having the eminent scientists of the country assembled here who will be deliberating on various issues in cutting edge carry forward.
Thank you very much, Professor Srivastava. Thank you all for coming today for this interaction. The Indian Academy of Sciences, as the Vice Chancellor just mentioned, is a scholarly society of some of the leading scientists of the country. It has been in operation since 1934, and every year it has had its annual meeting around this time, this first weekend of November, and have a 3-day meeting, 2.5 day actually, but three working days, with several lectures by the elected fellows, special symposia, and some public talks. For the first time, we have come now to Shillong in its 83 years that we've been having the annual meeting. This is the first time we are having it in Shillong, and it's actually a great privilege for us to come to this part of the country and to have a meeting over here. Recognizing the sort of special nature of this region, we have 2 special symposia that we will be holding tomorrow and day after on matters which should be of interest both to the region and are particular to it. So one of them is on the new technologies that could be of interest to India in the coming years, and the second one has to do with the geology and geophysics of this region, that is, to talk about things like earthquakes and things that happen in this part of the country because of its geography. So these are these two two special symposia we're having. We're having some special lectures, and we will have regular talks by our fellows. All of these are open basically to everybody. The public lectures are specially targeted towards the public, so we would invite all citizens of the public of Shillong to come and enjoy these lectures. One is by David Sibley, Chairman of the UPSC, on Percival Spear, and the second will be by Sanjay Hazarika, who is also very well known in this area, and he will be talking about the problems of being far away from Delhi. There's not much more information to give about this meeting. We have a little handout for you. But I'd briefly like to tell, through you, I'd like to inform the people about some of the initiatives that we undertake at the Indian Academy of Sciences. Courses, discussion meetings, and I hope in future years that our annual meeting. So, this is our Secretary of our Academy, Professor Umesh Wagmare, and the Executive Secretary, Mr. Mahesh Chandra. And if you all have questions, we would be very happy to answer.
My friends from media to kindly interact with the distinguished guests here and the officials of the Indian Academy of Sciences.
You mentioned here about in this press note about the targeted therapy for cancer treatment. Have we found a magic bullet?
Yeah.
We know that in the northeast also this cancer is
head and neck cancers.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can tell us more about.
This is a talk that will be given on Sunday at 12 o'clock by Dr. Lalit Kumar. He is one of the top oncologists of the country, and he works at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Delhi. I would actually urge you to come to the talk because he is a wonderful speaker, and he knows, you see, being at AIIMS Delhi, he knows a lot about cancer, and he treats a lot of patients. So I don't know the precise thing that he's going to talk about, but I'm looking forward to it. Right. So I'm looking forward to it because I'd also like to learn what he has discovered.
All the people. In fact, the topic was chosen by the academy, which has relevance to the local region here.
Right. They're especially expert on these matters.
So you all are also cordially invited, to attend the entire session as per your convenience, as and when you wish you can join us.
See, some of the talks will be very technical, but some of the talks, even from the titles you can tell, are going to be accessible to all. Another talk which I think you'll find of interest is by Dr. Shailesh Nayak. He used to be the Secretary of the Ministry of Earth Sciences.
Yes.
And so tomorrow he'll be talking about triggered earthquakes, how dams can cause earthquakes. Construction activities, other such things that can cause earthquakes. So we try to find topics of relevance, especially these kinds of talks. We'd like people to. Science is for the people finally.
Indian Academy of Sciences has maybe done some kind of activities related to the Northeast and the findings.
You see, the Academy is a society of people. It's a group of people who are experts in their fields. They all work in different institutions. So one of the things that have felt traditionally is that the representation of science in the Northeast is not that high. Okay, and this is historical, geographical, whatever reasons there are. We have been trying to address it, and one very strong way in which we are trying to do it is the following. As time goes on, these numbers will add up, and we will see many more students from the Northeast particularly pursuing science at a higher level. Already you have a lot of people doing BSc and MSc, but we'd like to see them coming out and doing more in PhD, doing research, going to other laboratories, etc.
Northeast has been known as is prone to earthquake, and it's lying in the seismic zone 5. And can you share something about this issue, because it's very relevant in the Northeast, and on top of that we have also so many projects like power projects, building of dams.
See, like I said, we are doing two things. One is the talk by Dr. Nayak on triggered earthquakes. Okay. I should point out, one thing that that all of you should understand, that the people in the academy, they come from different disciplines. I work in physics, so does Professor Vadmare, and other colleagues will be the Vice Chancellor is a chemist. So people come from different areas. For many of us, this is also an opportunity for us to learn about other fields and to know about it. So Dr. Nayak will be talking about triggered earthquakes, which we believe to be of great interest and importance over here. The special symposium that we are having on the earth science of the Northeast, there is a talk on the tectonics of the Shillong Plateau. There is a talk on Manipur, on the hill region of Manipur. There is a talk on climate change in the Northeast, particularly because of looking at vegetation, and there is a discussion about the rocks of this area based on its original formation and so on. Now, this particular session will be on Saturday from about 11 till 1 o'clock. So I hope that all the we also have a young colleague from Nagaland who will be talking about remote sensing and GIS applications for geohazard studies. All right. So the Academy is trying in very many different ways to not only have a meeting over here, but also to come and talk about issues of relevance in this particular area. Right? And I certainly hope that even though you may not be in the sciences, I hope that if you have a science correspondent, please send her or him to be at our meeting as our guest. We'll be very happy to have them, because they will then be able to give a much more detailed report about what the deliberations of this particular meeting are. Yeah, please ask.
Also, Professor Gupta may be more aware of this. We have made special efforts to attract.
Invited all the universities to nominate 3 to 5 young faculty active in research, and they have invited 25 delegates from all the universities of the northeastern region. They are here, and all the steps are, like Tripura, Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Mizoram, Sikkim, etc. So they are here, sir. They are attending. In addition, sir, what is the good about the academy? You told me that invite the research scholars, not only research scholars, PhD students. Sir, nearly out of 50, 20 are PhD students and 20 are...
Experience is that people are up to the mark when given an opportunity. So there is no difference of that. It is just that there have not been that many, there are not that many colleges, there are not that many institutions. In general, there has been a certain amount of, there's a little bit of a difference, shall we say. What we find in general is that anybody from the Northeast they may not have had the exposure, but once they have the exposure, that's absolutely no difference at all.
And the very idea of fast itself is that.
I can tell you, media can play a major role, Every year, Academy is offering, without any limitation, the fellowship to our students, graduate level and postgraduate, but no one is applying, sir. Last 4 years I go as a team member to select the candidates, and no one is applying. That is the thing. So if we, advertise that our students should go out of any region, or even from one state to other, that is the only criteria. Guwahati people can come to Meghalaya, Shillong people, my students can go to Sikkim somewhere. But no one is coming forward. That is the main problem. They do not want to go out. We do not know why. They are very talented, sir. Very talented. Most of our tribal students are topping in our science department, sir. I can tell you with confidence years after years. But when I say go to BHU, go to JNU, go to IASc, Bangalore, some reluctance is there.
And may I also add here that as our friend talked about, that students are not up to the mark, but the students in Northeastern Hill University, especially those PhD students, many of them are publishing papers in very high impact journals. These are our local boys and girls, from this region. Also, I have earlier served in Manipur. Please believe me that research scholars, my researcher could publish papers in the Journal of the American Chemical Society, Journal of the Physical Chemistry, and so on. The top journals where most of our leading experts in sciences they publish. So, as Professor Ram has already rightly said, that we need to give them much more exposure. We need to really, excite them, ignite their minds, if I can use that phrase from our, such endeavor can be taken up in the right direction. And here if you peruse through the list of topics, though they look to be highly specialized, but they are interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary in nature. And I am of the view that they are the top best speakers we have here, best scientists we have, and I'm sure every presentation of theirs, they will present in such a manner that it will also benefit a person who is not from that field, because there will be a mix of balance of the generalities and the hardcore, science embedded in it. So I think all these issues will be taken care of. And lastly, when our young students, from colleges and teachers, they will be interacting with them. They have been invited to attend these functions, so they will also get a lot of inspiration from them. And sir, about lecture workshop, I am from Manipur. During my time, we have had lecture workshops by Indian Academy of Sciences, and that has been really very popular and very beneficial to the students. And in Nehu also, we plan to have the series of lecture workshops in chemical sciences, physical sciences, mathematical sciences, and they are ready to help us to a great deal. So this will be stretched over the period of months starting from next year. Please.
So my name is Sundar Rajan. I come from DD Vigyan Prasad. You mentioned about the fellowship, that you are offering fellowship. The fellowships are offered by NEHU or IASc?
These are actually offered by all the three academies of these three science academies, that is INSA, science, but we coordinate it, and there are up to 2,000. In fact, as Vice Chancellor said, actually, as Dr. Gupta said, there is no limit. If we find the takers for it, we will be able to give any more, however many are needed.
But there are no,
It's
not enough.
Yes, there is not enough enthusiasm.
There are people, but we would like more.
Not enough from your point of view.
Yeah.
Maybe, sir, as you have asked, maybe earlier the information might have been lacking that such opportunities are there. Normally, when we talk about fellowship, we can find to university campuses, those JRF, NET, CSIR, DST, normally it's limited to that, but Indian Academy of Science,
so anybody who is studying in the BSc, in MSc, not the terminal year, they are eligible to apply. BTech also. And they can go for 2 months to a laboratory, or they can even go and work in certain industries.
Some kind of summer internship and all that. That could be part of our.
And this internship gives them a monthly stipend plus travel money.
In addition, the program also includes junior teachers who can participate in a similar fellowship. So just like students, junior researchers and teachers in colleges can also come and participate in this.
And your participation here, my friends from media, I think really dissemination of such information, in public domain, that will be a really great help to us as well as, to the people at large.
When did you start this initiative of giving 2,000 fellowships?
Okay, the original program started in 1996, but in the early years it was not this number. Since about 2007, the number has been at this level.
2007.
About 2007, all the 3 academies came together, and the number is at this level about from between 1,000 and 2,000.
Because we have seen there is a decline in students' interest. Are you doing something on that angle?
See, the academy, as I teach at JNU, Professor Vadmani teaches at Jawaharlal Nehru Center in Bangalore, and so on. We are all in different institutions. So one of the things that we do is to publish a journal of science education called Resonance. And this is, it's inexpensive. We try to send it to almost anybody who is, very, very nominal charge. And this deals with different aspects of science. Every issue of Resonance is about 100 pages. It has about 10 articles in all branches of science. It is, most of it is done at the level of college students. Journal of Science Education. And that's actually the only thing that we do that is targeted exclusively towards college students. And actually a high school student can also read it. Okay, so the journal is called Resonance, and it is actually free online. Mr. Mahesh Chandra will give you some information about it. We can.
Seems also about the current science.
In addition to that, of course, we publish 10 other journals, but those are professional journals in different subjects.
So these are the journals which are subscribed by institutions for the libraries and individuals as well. So Resonance is one which is now subscribed by most of the colleges. So even you can gift them as a gift to a friend or a reader. So these are all concentrated to a readership of the undergraduate level students. For example, we have the fellows, the fellowship of the academy. There are 57 in number, and there are 28 speakers. They are also fellows, and we also have another category called associates. They are all the associates under the associate program of the academy. So there are 14 of them. So there are 28. Totally, it's 165 participants.
What time is the inauguration?
9:30 is the formal inauguration, followed by introduction of fellows. The president will introduce the fellowship to the audience, followed by the presidential address. Starts at 9:30.
Absence of is that I think in Northeast there's a lot of electronic media is very strong. So getting the word across, how do you advertise? So we were just hoping that we'll find some people from electronic media.
Okay, I'm from Manipur and I know who operates the EPOW.
Kuranjali. Yeah. I just received Manipur. Please.
Okay. You are from? Doordarshan. What is the main newspaper in Shillong?
The Shillong Times.
Shillong Times. Who is
Meghalaya
Guardian is there. Many more local languages.
There's a Meghalaya Times problem. Mean of Shillong Times.
The Vice Chancellor, Secretary, Indian Academy of Sciences, Executive Secretary, Academy of Sciences, Secretary, Local Organizing Committee, friends from press. We are extremely happy that after 83 years of existence of Indian Academy of Sciences, which was started by Nobel laureate, which is a unique institution in India, chosen Nehru as the venue, and premier scientists from all over India could manage to come here. This is a conglomeration of scientists, very senior scientists, who have earned name and fame in their own field, are coming over here to discuss, to educate, and to develop the scientific temper of our students, research scholars, teachers, and after all, the general public. So we are highly thankful to the Academy for taking this endeavor to come all the way from down south and choosing Nehru as their venue. I am also thankful to all of you who could spare their time. I know this is the time for your printing, but all of you could make it. So kindly see to it that things come up by tomorrow in the newspaper for the general public. Let them know what is going on in Nehru. Let them know what Indian Academy of Science is, or what is the scientific temper, the kind of people they are involved and associated with such kind of organizations. And maybe the question which is being raised here, that why we are not having sufficient number of scientists from this area, the answer will lie with your predicaments. Maybe you will be the ambassadors for this. Thank you.
Just 1 second.
Okay,
Also the representation is low, but people are up to the mark.
कल शाम को आया।
The secretary of the academy and the vice president of the academy are also requested to be there on the dais. Immediate past president is also requested to be there on the dais, please. President Mr. Ramaswamy is also requested to be there on the dais, please. So now I would like to hand over mic to the secretary to take over the proceedings. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Uday Mahitra. I am one of the secretaries of the Indian Academy of Sciences. On behalf of the Indian Academy of Sciences, a warm welcome to all the participants to the 83rd annual meeting of the Indian Academy of Sciences. For those of you who are attending this meeting for the first time, brief background about the Academy. You will find more information on the right side of this hall on the two panels which are shown there. The Academy was founded in 1934 by Professor C.V. Raman and had its first annual meeting in 1935 in Mumbai. And since then it had annual meetings in various parts of the country, and the 83rd meeting, and this is the first annual meeting being held in the state of Meghalaya. And a big hand to all those who made it possible. Although the annual meeting is being held for the first time in Shillong, another important activity of the Academy, the lecture workshops, are being regularly held in the Northeast region and of course in other parts of the country. In fact, there are 3 academic lecture workshops that were held in Shillong during this year alone. So we have a very interesting mix of audience. We have, as per the last count, 70 plus fellows of the Academy, including 12 council members, and we have 5 young associates of the Academy, 30 speakers, and of course the local participation. We have about 33 registered participants from the local organizing committee, 44 delegates from NEHU alone. We also invite a number of teachers, both from all parts of India. So we have about 33 teacher participants in this audience, and in addition we have about 18 teacher participants from the Northeast region. We have a very exciting program in the next 2.5 days. As you have seen, the detailed programs are shown on the 3 panels on your left hand side. This includes 2 evening lectures, one today and one tomorrow. And 2 special lectures, one tomorrow morning and one on Sunday morning. In addition to the lectures given by fellows and associates of the Academy, there will also be a couple of symposia, and again the details are available on the 3rd panel on your left hand side. And of course all these details are given in the program booklet also. So we do hope that you will enjoy your time both inside and outside. It's being a very sunny and very pleasant weather that I think local organizers have ordered for us, and we again thank everybody for making this one possible. So I do hope that all of you will enjoy your time during the meeting for the next 2.5 days. And I would now like to invite Professor S.K. Srivastava, Vice Chancellor of NEHU, to welcome the audience and say a few words about the business.
Respected Professor Ramaswamy, Honorable President of the Indian Academy of Sciences, distinguished fellows of the Academy, members of the Council of the Academy, invited teachers, my fellow colleagues from the university, the students and friends from the media. At the very outset, I would like to extend a hearty welcome to you all, distinguished invitees, to this beautiful campus of Nehru. We are very grateful to the Academy for considering the Northeastern University, Shillong, as the venue for the 83rd annual meeting. We are really excited about it. In fact, the last several weeks have been preparing. I hope we will be able to meet to the expectations. There are, of course, uncertainty principles, being there. I must say that we are really grateful to the Academy for having sponsored and supported various academic initiatives, especially pertaining to science education and so on in this region and this state of Meghalaya. Continue to encourage, inspire our young budding scientists from this region. No doubt, an interesting science needs to be encouraged, enhanced, especially in this part of the country. And I must say that students from Northeastern region and given the right kind of exposure and inspiration, which you all are very much capable of doing so at a personal level and institutional level, that will really do a great deal, nurturing science in this region. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you very much. I wish your state will be present and I will hear. Thank you once again. Good day.
Thank you, Professor Srivastava. I now request Professor Ramaswamy, President of the Indian Academy of Sciences, to introduce the fellows.
Meeting. The annual meeting of the Academy is arguably one of the most important things that we do, and I'm also very grateful to the 70 plus fellows who have made it here. One would always want larger numbers, but 70 is a good number, and thank you all for braving the cold. And for some of us from Delhi, it is such a pleasure to be able to recognize the color blue again. As far as the sky is concerned, this is a much more salubrious environment. The environment provided by Nehru is really wonderful. As is traditional in our academy, let me read out a list of all of us who are here, and I request you to briefly acknowledge. So, Professor Deepak Chatterjee, past president from IASc Bangalore. Professor Arun Grover, Vice Chancellor of Punjab University, Vice President of the Academy. Professor K.L. Sebastian, also Vice President of the Academy and in charge of the Science and Education program. The council members, some of whom are seated behind me. Professor Uday Mehta, the Secretary, IASc Bangalore. Professor Umesh Vaghmare from JNCASR. Professor Raghavan Bhattarajan, Treasurer from IASc Bangalore. Professor Raj Ramesh from NESA Bhubaneswar. Professor D. Sharma from IASc Bangalore. Fellows who are joining us, Dr. Shahid Ali from Jamia. Professor G.V. Anand from IASc Bangalore. Professor S. Anandakrishnan from Pune University. Professor J.H. Aragiri from IASc Bangalore. Professor Rajendra Bhatia from Ashoka University, Srinagar. Professor Shankar Bhattacharya from Kolkata. Professor S.K. Bose, also from Kolkata. Professor A.K. Chakraborty, Nagpur. Professor SCM from IASc Bangalore, Professor Sushant Dattagupta, Kolkata, Professor Rajiv Gawai from TIFR, Professor Ashutosh Ghosh from the University of Calcutta, Professor Ashwini Ghosh from IACS, Professor Subrata Ghosh, also from IACS. This year, Professor Saban Ghosh, but that may have just been on the roll. He's not here as far as I can tell. Professor M.S. Gopinathan, Professor Sudandra, Professor Jayant Haritsa from IASc Bangalore, the local alumni, Professor A. Sheila from Nehru, originally and now from Bangalore. But I should share with you that prior to coming for this meeting a few months ago, as a matter of fact, I had to draw upon her and Professor Chunjappa in particular, and also Professor Pandita, who I will see over here. But as long-term residents of Nehru, they have really facilitated this meeting in innumerable and immeasurable ways. Professor Chunjappa, also from Bangalore, and Nehru, and points beyond. Dr. A.K. Kaura from IITM, Pune. Professor Dilip Kane, University of Rajasthan, many places. Professor Ramakant, Delhi University. Professor Durga Das Kasbekar from CUMD, Hyderabad. Dr. Nagaraj, CCMB, Hyderabad. Professor N.R. Nagarajan, TIFR. Dr. Shah, Ministry of Health Science, Secretary. Professor Parni Andar, Professor Panchamaneshi, Dr. Veena Barnaik, Professor Punyamurthy, Mysore, Professor R. Ramaraj, Madurai Kamraj University, Professor A. Pramesh Rao, Pune, Professor A. D. Roy, Kolkata, Professor Sharad Sane, IIT Mumbai, Professor Sanjay Kumar, Varanasi, शायद नहीं है, Professor S. Shankar Raman, IIT Chennai, Professor L.M. Sarin, Ahmedabad, Dr. Satish Shenoy, Inquest, Hyderabad, Professor Yashwant Singh, PHU Banaras, Professor S. Shivshankar, IIT Chennai, Dr. D.R. Subbarao, Professor S.N. Chandler, Ayuta Pune, Dr. B.C. Thakur, Professor Y.V. Venkatesh, Bangalore, Professor N. Vishwanathan. Thank you for convening the special session, Professor Vishwanathan. Dr. S.M. Yusuf, BARC, IASc Bangalore. Oh, I'm sorry, Professor Arjuna Reddy. The name is not here. In case I have omitted any other name, please. Dr. Abhishek Banerjee from IASc Bangalore. You get to stand up twice, Abhishek. Dr. Dandapani from ISI Bangalore. Dr. Rajneesh Giri from IIT Mandi. Dr. Navajit Hazarika from Nagaland University, Mumbai. Dr. Shubhra Jana from SN Bose. Dr. Aditya Kumar from Deshpur University. Dr. Devanjan Sinha from BHU. Dr. Kidobiko Yoshu, also from Nagaland University. Some of them have just been elected to the Academy this year, so welcome again. Members of editorial boards who are here, Professor A. Bharadwaj from IASc Bangalore has left. Dr. Navkant Bhatt from IASc Bangalore has all. Dr. Anuradha Bhattacharya from Bilbal Sahni Institute of Paleo Sciences. Dr. Rajneesh Bhutani from Pondicherry University. Professor Sanjay Hazarika will, I presume, be here later for his talk. Dr. V. Padmanabhan from Microsoft Research, which is speaking with Professor J.S. Rai from PIL Ahmedabad. Professor Prabodh Shukla, ex-Vice Chancellor of NEHU and member of the editorial board of Pramana, also long-time faculty member here. David Seeley will be here later, and Professor Devesh Walia from NEHU will be one of the speakers at the symposium. Dr. P. Sundarajan from Vigyan Prasad is also here with us and will be here. Okay. We have a number of teacher invitees, and I would urge all of you to please interact more with fellows. I don't have the list of names, otherwise I would have read the names of teacher invitees out as well. And if I have left any name out, I request your indulgence and you can just alert me to the fact. Okay, with that we conclude the introduction of fellows. We have an exciting 2.5-day program ahead of us, so let's start without much further ado. Thank you.
Address by Professor Ramaswamy.